Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome. How are you? How's your week? How are you doing? How you guys been? How's your week? Nobody asked me how my week is. Even in comments, nobody says anything to me. It is well. My week was good, even though you guys are not asking. But for real, hope you guys had a great week. My week was fine. If I had bad weeks, well, I'll tell you guys because I keep saying my week was fine. But yeah, I know you guys have seen the title of this video, but I'll still tell you guys again. Today, basically, we're going to be talking about setting boundaries in friendships, setting boundaries in relationships. And trust me, why is it needed? It is needed to set healthy boundaries in your life, generally, in your workplace, in your home, in relationships, in your friendships. It's really, really necessary to set boundaries because this just helps everybody live in peace and harmony. They know what you want, they know what you don't want. You get what I mean? So, with that being said, guys, like and subscribe to my channel. I'll keep begging you guys every week. Please subscribe to my channel if you don't already. Like this video, leave a comment. Please leave a comment. Share this video with your friends so I'll get more views and I'll get more subscribers, which will be helpful. Week after week. See, I've made a promise that I'll be consistent to you guys, and I'm trying. I'm going to at least one video in a week. People will be getting it from me, but you people should help me. So it's not really encouraging when you're putting an effort and then everything is just frustrating around you. I mean, I'm using my phone to record. My phone will do its own sometimes. Storage will do its own sometimes. I've Apple to now start their own wala with accepting cards again for me to even have enough storage and all of that. So even with that, trying to push forward and still make content for you guys should encourage me. How can you encourage me? Subscribe, share my videos, and watch my videos, like my videos, guys. I beg you. But yeah, let's get right into the video of the day. See you guys. All right, guys, welcome back. So let's get right into today's video. Basically, today I was reading. So after church, today Sunday, after church, I stumbled on a thread on Twitter talking about like a scenario basically, and it's a real life scenario. It's something that happens. It's not over the top fallacy or something. I mean, it's something that happens. And the person was saying something like, "Oh, you meet a guy, he's in a relationship, and you understand the fact that he's in a relationship, but you guys talk all the time. You guys chat. You guys share memes. You share music." See, when I first got to that part, I stopped like, he's in a relationship. First of all, you're talking to somebody's boyfriend every day, and you're not sharing memes. Okay, maybe you guys are friends, but you're sharing music. I don't think you guys understand where you have to get to or how much you have to like someone to be sharing music with the person. It's not like you guys have talked that, oh, we have the same liking, the same person, the same artist that we like, and maybe that artist now releases a music. I think, oh, this person probably has not had the song. And you ask the person, have you had this person song? And is they shared like no? It's like, oh, when I mean sharing music, I mean you like a certain artist or you like a certain song, and it made you think of someone, and then you shared the person that, oh, you would like this. Why are you doing that to somebody's boyfriend? Why? I mean, this is part of what I'm talking about, setting boundaries. So yeah, it went on saying you guys started talking every day, started liking the person more, but you understand the person's in a relationship. So at a point you realize that the likeness you have for the person has really grown. So you stop talking to the person, but then the person notices and then asks you, you just claim, oh, you're busy. And meanwhile, you've been busy actually trying to, create a gap between you and the person. But then because she missed the person and is texting you, that misses you, now you guys are talking again. And one day you guys are together talking and he kisses you, or blah, blah, blah. You guys have sex and you guys do it. And I'm like, oh, hold on. That's the problem. When you start allowing certain things, other things will just gradually start entering. And at the end of that thread, the girl ended up being heartbroken because then she thought the guy was going to leave his girlfriend for her. He did not leave the girlfriend. He really saw it as an option. And then she started crying and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, now you the cause while for yourself. Because why? in the first place. This is why I said setting boundaries is necessary. Trust me, you can even set boundaries for yourself as a person, not completely someone else. Set boundaries. Somebody has girlfriend. You are talking to him every day. Why? You're the one sharing music. Why? Why? What's your job? Like Spotify. Give me share. What's your own? Do you get what I mean? Like things like that. Or I've seen people that say, "Oh, you talk to so," and I used to say something. You don't like this person, you don't like this person, but you guys, like when I mean don't like this person, we don't have romantic feelings for the person, but you guys talk every day. You guys are friends. You guys talk every day, and the period of time, like the time you're talking, the time during the. I'm not talking about the length. I'm talking about the time of day you guys are talking. Someone is calling you at 9 o'clock, 9:30. You're talking for 30 minutes on the phone. You're talking to someone. You're closing your eyes. Ah, that one used to annoy me. Person not your boyfriend. You're not liking the person. Person is just your friend, and you're closing your eyes. But when you start closing your eyes, your voice starts changing, and it starts sounding more, subtle and sultry, and then you're talking to somebody else, and then you do that consistently, one way or the other. You guys might just want to lie. Feelings will start entering. There's no two way about it. One way or the other, feelings will start entering. Somebody will start liking somebody. It might not be mutual, but somebody will start liking somebody. Even while at him and the heartbreak will enter. Heartbreak breakfast that nobody started doing. I eat the serve yourself breakfast. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? That those things it's just not necessary. Now, how do you even set boundaries? I'm going to start the first thing. You guys, I know if I've watched my last video or my 2 videos ago or something, but I said that I always have a notepad when I'm writing. I really need to get one of those printer things on my laptop. I think I don't have my laptop here. But anyways, we're going to make do with this note. First thing, reflecting on your reasons to even set boundaries in the first place. You want to set boundaries, but why are you setting these boundaries? Is it because, oh, I'm in a relationship and I need to set boundaries with my friends and with other females so they don't, friends, male or female, and with other, females that might, these are the guy, other females that might want to get into my personal space. Or you as a girl, you're setting boundaries for even both female or male friends or other males who would want to get into your personal space. Or are you setting boundary between friends? You have this friend and you feel like passing certain lines is not going to be good for you guys. Friendship, so you're setting those boundaries. Like, why exactly are you setting boundaries? Is it because you're going through something and you feel like people need to respect certain things to help you achieve your goals? Is that why you're setting boundaries? Like, it could be, oh, a career goal, and you know that you're going to be distracted with certain people or with certain activities, so you set boundaries so that you can help you focus more. Why exactly are you setting the boundary? You need to be able to have that down, that this is exactly why I'm setting this boundary before you now start setting the boundary. And first of all, you can start with second thing, start with few simple, easy to follow boundaries. Please, if it's not a matter of life and death, do not call me past 10. Simple as that. Anybody that not call you past 10, I must hear, oh, so is dying, or so is taking their last breath, or somebody is in trouble, or somebody has been arrested by police. You need me to build the person. There's nobody else that can build it. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, setting it can be whatever. Like, then okay, something is up. When someone calls you past certain time, something is up. That's a boundary you can set. You can set boundaries that to say, you know what, I need to get this professional exam done. And for me to be able to do it, I have 6 hours of work, I have so hours at home. I need to, plan my time. Please don't call me between this time and this time. Anybody that now calls you between that moment, Kotobari, Afojaran, but you get what I mean. Setting boundaries also is can be to protect your properties, your personal things. Please don't take so. I don't like it when you take it. I don't want anyone using it. I just want it the way I left it. It's a boundary. It's whatever. Simple boundaries. You can start with those few ones and then grow into it. Another thing is it's really, really, really important to set boundaries early. For example, now using two friends, a male and a female, you guys are both singles, but you understand, let's say or you don't want to have a romantic relationship with this person, you just find out the person being your friend, and so you let the person know. From get go, guy, babe, afa, no, maybe the person calls you. If the person is not doing anything, no problem. But if the person start calling you at night, again, if I know they call me for night or something, now I'm sure you cannot call somebody during the day. Say it playfully, but at least communicate it. Let the person know you're setting a boundary. Don't be too harsh, but at the same time, be firm. But I don't know if you get what I'm saying. Be firm when you're saying it, but don't be too harsh when you're saying it. But let the person be clear that you're setting a boundary. Because it's very good to set boundaries early on. Because imagine if you guys have not been talking every night and the person might now start feeling, oh, she might like me, or he might like me. And then at the end of the day, you don't. And it's not where the person now started catching feelings. You now say, oh, sorry, please stop calling me at night. Ah, you want to kill somebody's child because the person just start wondering, oh my friend, I blood pressure unnecessarily because I'm out. What did I do? Is this something I did? They wouldn't understand that you're trying to set a boundary because you didn't set it from the beginning. You set it too late, and at that time they're not wondering, ah, but we're cool, but we used to talk before. Why now? What happened? Do you get what I'm saying? So it's very good to set your boundaries early on to avoid problems and wahala. Because I mean, like I said earlier before, when you start talking to someone too much consistently, at certain periods, at certain times of the day, feelings will start entering, and that's a heartbreak. Like me, people need to talk. My mom used to say something, at least you're very broken. If you cannot open your mouth, anything will just go, anything goes with you. If you can't open your mouth to say what you want and what you don't want, anything just goes with you. Any and everything just goes with you. Even in friendships, someone comes, I mean, I've seen people that will say, oh, don't wear my slippers. Even between girls, oh, don't wear my slippers. Oh, don't touch that. Oh, don't touch that. They're setting boundaries. I mean, and if they know from the beginning that that is who you are, they will take you for it. Do you understand? If they want to be your friend, they'll be your friend regardless of those boundaries you've set for yourself. Like I said, you're setting healthy boundaries. You're not setting boundaries that are just over the top, that are just crazy. And you're like, calm down. It's the only you. And set boundaries for yourself too when you're setting boundaries for people. So you said you don't like people calling you a past 10 because you're trying to sleep early or something, or because you're in a relationship or so, or whatever reason it is you have. You don't want them calling you past 10, but it's you that's calling them 10:30, 11 o'clock. I'm not going to respect that boundary again the moment you break it. Except, like I said again, it is a very important or urgent matter that needs to be discussed at that time. Then you can now text the person before calling, or even call the person and say, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I know I'm not supposed to call you at this time, but so and so is going on. And then you let the person know what's going on. You get what I mean? Like, set boundaries for yourself too when you're setting boundaries for people. Don't just set boundaries for people and expect that, oh well, you don't call me, but I'll call you. Eh? I'll not even pick your call if it's me because I don't understand why are you calling me at past 10. You told me not to call you, but somehow you're like, let the person understand that, okay, it's an emergency or something. Like, set boundaries for yourself at the same time when you're setting boundaries for people. So another thing that you need to say do to set boundaries, like I said, try to be consistent with your boundary. Yeah, that's also another thing you need to do when you're setting boundaries. Be consistent with your boundaries. Don't set a boundary today and tomorrow you're breaking the boundary, and then the next tomorrow you want to enforce it, and then another day. I mean, person is just confused, and person won't take you seriously. Because if today you say, "Oh, don't call me at 10 o'clock," or "Don't chat with me past this time," but then the next day you're calling the person like, okay, maybe the person just feel like, oh, maybe you're just in a bad mood that day, and then another day you want to set the boundary. Person be like, "Is this person bipolar? Because why you offer no no for no?" Be consistent. Set the boundaries. Set it. Like, we need boundaries in relationships and friendships just to help everybody understand where everybody is. At certain times, certain boundaries can break down as your relationship progresses or your friendship progresses. For example, when I'm saying, oh, you're telling someone because you know you don't want to have romantic feelings for the person, and you're saying, please, person calls you every night and you're like, I please, I beg, or you ask person, but now what do you want? A person is doing like this, like this, like this. They're not being straightforward. You're like, okay, fine. You know what? You don't want anything from me, no problem. We're cool as friends, but please stop calling me at certain times. You get what I mean? Like, with that, you guys are cool. The person will not call you. But let's say, I mean, things progress and then you guys happen. Like I said, you guys can talk during the day, and then things progress. You guys now start liking each other. Of course, you're still not going to keep that same rule of don't call me at past 10 now that the person is your boyfriend. You get what I mean? So things change. Boundaries can change so with time. I mean, I've seen people that you cannot as much touch their slippers, even if you're your friend. But with time, when maybe that friendship just grows, or they see how you are with them, they try to let go of certain things, and they're cool. Me personally, my friend cannot be coming to my house and bring certain things because you are just carrying load up and down. Do you get what I mean? I am a bad person. I do not mind if you use my things, but just use them like I would use them. Like respect my things like I would respect them. Simple. Like so, if someone is coming to my house, except you know that you cannot respect my things the way I would respect them, then you can bring yours and use your things. Do you get what I mean? So things like that, boundaries, changes, people progress. Another thing, don't be afraid to include extra boundaries with time. Don't say, I set the boundary when we first started becoming friends, and now something happened in your life, and you have to add an additional boundary. You're not feeling bad that she do not see my own is too much. No, that's why I said healthy boundaries. Is if the boundaries are healthy enough, nobody will break it. Nobody will beat you. If anybody's even angry with you for setting boundaries for yourself, then you should reevaluate your friendship. Really, if you're angry that I'm setting, and I'm giving you reasons, like I said, first thing you're reflecting on the reasons that you're setting the boundaries in the first place. So if I'm reflected on the reasons and I understand and I know I really need this, and I'm explaining to you and my friend that you, for this period of time or moving forward, this is what I want, and you're angry with me for some reason, I'm not being, except if it's just a selfish thing to say. And I mean, if it's selfish or something, that's not been healthy. But it's something reasonable. It's an healthy boundary. Why are you mad that I'm setting a boundary for myself? You need to even, like I said, reevaluate that friendship again. In like just something is not right somewhere. Somewhere. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like so. And another thing I know I mentioned before, properly communicate your boundaries to avoid unnecessary wala. I keep saying this. Set and I mean communicate your boundaries, communicate your boundaries, communicate your boundaries. I'm saying it again and again because if you have a boundary and the other person doesn't know you have a boundary, they'll just keep seeing you as unreasonable or as intolerable because they'll be like, what's your own? Every small thing you be shouting, every small thing you be shouting. No, it's not every small thing you be shouting. You set the boundary for yourself, but the other person does not know about that boundary. You're the only one that knows about the boundary. So because the person get angry because I mean everybody just I mean everybody is how I put it, nobody's a witch. Should I just say- I mean yeah, we're not mind readers. They need to know what's going on with you at every single point in time. Set boundaries between your friends to avoid wahala because I mean unnecessary heartbreak used to enter sometimes. Like the one that was talking to somebody's boyfriend. You say, why you talk to somebody's boyfriend? You've not set a good boundary for yourself. That's why you can't do something like that. Because why are you talking to somebody's boyfriend? Knowing fully well that you do not have emotional. Because at the end of that trade, like I said, she got heartbroken. But when she got over the guy, she realized she was just the attention it was giving her she wanted. She wasn't really in love with him. She gets like while a man war, this just enter and you just create problems for yourself, unnecessary problems. So to avoid wahala and to avoid problems, set boundaries and communicate them properly and let everybody be on the same page. I know how I you have set my own if you like hear me, you like doing that.